Hi everybody, I'm Alison. Welcome to Sew Like Dotty, and I'm recording this on Thursday, so you'll catch it tomorrow. I just wanted to say thank you for all the get well wishes. Today's the first day that I felt well, so I've been poorly for a week, but I'm on the mend. I look a bit glowy because I've been so really dehydrated all the time that I've been putting loads of stuff into my skin. But yeah, the sun's shining, as you can maybe see, and I've got some makes to share with you this week. So I haven't got some of the things that I made. If you did stop by the Baby Lock stand on Saturday, you know that I was making a skirt, and I'll be sharing that with you really soon. I didn't quite get as far as the hem on, what day was that, Saturday, and I haven't, this is the first time I've sat down in my sewing room for a week. So yeah, let's dive in. First make, so the others are garments, but I'm going to show you this bag first, is the Bestie Bag, but it's actually the baby, but I pulled the wrong one out. So I think everybody knows this now. I've actually got some lovely soft vegan leather coming from Fabric Godmother. It's due tomorrow to make one because Paula made one, and in orange. It was so beautiful, so soft. I was like, yeah, I need some of that in my life. Anyhow, this was a dress of my daughter's that it's a few years since she wore. Was a linen dress, lined, very fitted. I'll put a picture in of it kind of laid flat on my cutting table before I got my rotary cutter out on it. Doesn't fit her anymore, and she just said, would you be able to make that into a bag? And I said, I think I could make it into the baby bestie, but there wouldn't be enough for the strap, and I was absolutely right. It's weird, isn't it? You would think in a dress that there would be so much fabric. I mean, it was like a tiny little dress, that it would be easy to get a bag out of it, but I just managed. I think with the bestie, because you've got, is there even a line drawn of it? I don't know. Yes, there is. So because you've not only got these two panels, you've got this like base piece that goes around here. That does take up quite a bit of fabric. Anyway, I used the lining off the dress. I used the linen off the dress. I even used the cups because it had like bust cups in it. I used all of it. I think the bust cups, not that you're ever likely to see, it might be these bits here. Yeah, she did get a strap. She's gone out and she took it off. I just said, can I borrow that to show everybody? She got these, she ordered two, and she got this orangey coloured one and a very pale yellow one. The pale yellow one looks the best, so she said just put that in your bag stash, Mum. So I have. Yep, typical bestie. Oh, it's inside. There you go. She's very organised. She obviously takes them off. They look really nice together, don't they? So just with silver, I said get silver ends. I did say get 25mm, and it's the wider one, but it looks fine. So there is a story to it because I was busy talking at Sawtoon. Normally was it Sawtoon? I don't even know where I am. I don't even know where I was, but somewhere I made this bag. Might have been at Tesco Social. Can't remember. I shouldn't call it Tesco's. It's called a Stitch In Tyne. Links in the description box. So I don't know what I did. I made it all as one. Anyway, I managed to, because I literally went, oh, I've constructed it all, the zips all in, and the liner was just sitting there on the top going, hello, I'm still here. So I managed to sort of stuff the ends in the ends. If you're new to my channel, this is me, really. And then I just hand stitched it, and actually it looks really neat. So if you're struggling with the lining, that's another option. I didn't put the big pocket in. I just put one little pocket in there, and I used one of the little Rosy Cheeks bespoke labels in there. And for a zip, I was looking for something that would be as close. I mean, it's not close, it's like a rusty colour. I think that's why she went for the two straps and one being orange. I put a little bee on. She said there's some of the things that she was going to sell on Vinted.h charity, but there's like a brown cord one that I'll make in the winter. But she said, will you get that one made so I can kind of get a bit more of the summer? I think these were from Lovely Jubbly, and yeah, just plain silver on the ends because I knew she was going to go for silver on there. So Bestie Bag, it's got seams in because these are the seams of the dress here, and underneath I think I had to join it together to do it, and here. So yeah, I've used every bit of that dress. There was nothing left to waste, but it was lovely to actually use the lining from the dress and everything in it. So a nice little baby bestie to kick us off. And now for some garments. Now you might have seen this because I did share it on Instagram, because I at last minute remembered that I could enter it for the sewn together, the coordinate thing that Jen, Leg and Sewing in Spain were running in July. My hair, it's not a new hairstyle, it's just doing its own thing, and I'm not arguing with it. So my newest favourite obsession, you might think is still the lane pants or the Bestie Bag. No. I mean, they're still there, but it is the Aston top. So I briefly mentioned this on my last vlog. I saw Sue at Sawtune wearing it and I loved it. And I didn't know that there's a sleeve extension pack for it as well, which I've also now got. So I'm going to try a top in it at some point. You've got two different lengths in it. So you've got a cropped length and you've got like a regular length. Basically, your cropped one would end on your waist, and the longer length one I think is meant to be represented here. It's a bit longer. It's a bit longer than that. I've kind of gone somewhere in between. I did this length and then worked back from there. It does have a hemline facing, so I just adapted it, I'll be honest. I think the first time I folded up a 2-inch hem and then another 2-inch hem, and the second time I cut it 2 inches shorter, overlocked it round and just put a 2-inch hem in. It worked fine. I didn't use the facing, although I know that's nice and it kind of gives us a little bit of weight to the bottom, but I was on the fly, what can I say. So this one is freshly washed, bear with. So I've given it the quickest of iron over. So this is my very first one that I did. This is out of a scrap of fabric. Don't take my word on it, but I think I measured the pattern pieces and they were about 60 centimetres long for me. That might not be right. I might have just entirely made that up. But I was kind of using that as a baseline for what I could buy remnants for to make some more. So if you saw my shopping haul, some of the things I've got at Guthrie Garni are going to be for these, but I don't know if they're going to be for this year. I've already got some plans in mind, and I've already lost a week out of the 4 weeks that I have to make all of those plans. So you can do it with the facing, or you can do it with bias binding. I chose to do it with the facing, and actually the facing sort of comes down here and curves round, and is fitted into the side, and then you stitch into the stitch in the ditch at the side, so it really holds it down. There's none of that floppy and face and malarkey with it at all. I really like this. I wore it with my jeans for Guthrie Garni, and I noticed I thought it had blue ink on it down here, but I think it might have been toothpaste. So I think I might have gone to Guthrie Garni with toothpaste on my top, but hey ho, never mind. I'm sure my Bestie Bag covered it up. So yeah, this fabric I got from Flirt Hours last year. It's just a viscose. Really like it. I want to make one in linen. I did get linen last week, but I think I might save that for next week. So let me show you make number 2, which is already in linen. So this one, I got 5 meters of this linen. I've mentioned it a couple of times from First Fabrics, and I made a skirt out of it, which I haven't shown you yet. That's coming up in a separate vlog soon. And I've made some linen pants, which I'm going to show you now to go with it. And then out of what was left, I got this top. So when I got the 5 meters of that fabric, I intended to make the linen pants and make, this is the London top by Fibre Mood, one of these out of it. That was my plan. But I thought, I think I can squeeze the skirt, the trousers and the top out of 5 meters, and I did. So I think it was £48. Sorry, the train's gone past. I did have to make a few modifications. So I couldn't get the front or the back piece cut out on the fold, so I cut them out single and added a seam allowance in the middle of them. One of the facings I managed to cut on the fold and one of them I didn't. So anytime I did it on the fold, I basically added a 1 centimetre seam allowance, sewed that down. On the facing I just pressed that out, but on the front and the back I don't know. Yeah, you can just pick that up. So it's actually a 3 needle cover stitch, but the middle needle is sort of a bit stitch in the ditch. You can't quite see that. So I literally ran the middle line of my foot down that middle point of that, and it's exactly the same at the back. But you know what? I'm so pleased that I got it out of it, that I didn't have to go and get another metre. This fabric, I'm waiting to pick up some black. I just got a metre in that because they've got that back in. It's the textured viscose linen from First for Fabrics. It's not a stretch. It's £8.95 a metre, and it is the nicest linen I've sewn with. And I know I've said that like 5 times recently. So that is that one, exactly the same structure. Both of them are quite swishy actually. And then for the lane pants, they are just lane pants. So just hanging up in my wardrobe. I have got a picture of these, so I'll pop it in if I haven't already. Managed to take it in the hotel in Birmingham. Jan was kept trying to find us. She kept seeing us in the distance, and she said I kept singing like your bright colour. I'm just really happy with these. I've done them without pockets, so I can alter them for next year. They're just like straightforward lane pants. Yeah. The width of them's huge. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's my cup of tea, and I really like it. Rather than just show you them, let's just have a look at the picture. So you can see in the picture, I'll leave it on the screen and chat it through, that I can either wear it out, or I did have it the other day. I don't think I took a picture of that, tucked in and sort of just draped over the top, so it looked like a faux jumpsuit. And it looked really nice together. One day I've had it on with red chunky beads. I have to remember to accessorise, does anybody else? I just kind of shove things on, pick up a bag and go. But yeah, it looked really nice like that, a little bit different. So that is my lane pants. So like I said, there are other things, but I'm going to come back and share them with you. I'm doing a particular skirt vlog that I'm working on, and then there are some other things I just need to finish off. There's a pair of trousers, they're last year's trousers, but what do I need? Do you know what I need to do? I need to put a label on so I know which is the back and which is the front. So I've gone to put them on about twice this week, and I kept thinking, where are those trousers at? That's because they're there. So they're waiting for a label. The skirt's waiting to be hemmed, and I just need to stitch the elastic round. So I'm going to aim to do that today. I did pick up some patterns, so I've received the falconer pants pattern. I've had that printed off in the wide leg and the barrel leg, but that's for October. There's a couple of straps have arrived to go with my bags. I know I can make these, but I just ordered these pre-made. So this is to go with my silver faux leather Bestie bag. It came from Timu, and this is to go with the pink sparkle one as well. That'll just save me a little bit of time, because I am aware I'm going to be even more time poor than I was before, but that's okay. And there is something really special I brought back from Birmingham, which I've not shared with you yet, but I'm going to do it on a different vlog, so you'll have to come back from that. I'm just all about the teasing you today. I hope you're all really well. I hope you're getting lots of lovely sewing done, or if you're like me, if you're not sewing, you're thinking about sewing, that's all right too. And yeah, let's speak again soon. Have a lovely time sewing, guys. Bye for now.